Hello, my good and gorgeous people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy, glad, and excited to be back here. It's yet another lovely and gorgeous day. We're here just to have some talk and maybe some enlightenment, and we get to teach each other one or two things. And I hope you're good wherever you are. I'm also fine. My good name is LatezNjagi, and in case you're new to this place, you're so much welcome. In case you're coming back, thank you so much for always coming back. And in case you've not subscribed, kindly remember to subscribe. We are on the road to 1K subscribers. Kindly be on the count. And today is a day that I just want to reflect. As I told you guys that in this week also, I'll be talking about much of my birthday series. And in this series, there's one thing that I really wanted to talk about is the lessons that I've learned, the important lessons, because the fact is I've learned quite a lot of lessons in the past years, now that I'm now officially 30. And maybe what are the main, if I can say, 10 main lessons that I can say that I've learned in the past years, of my existence in this universe. Maybe from when I got to realize myself and know who I am. I would like to just pick a few of them, maybe 10. And to begin with, one and foremost is that life will rarely go as planned. Because that's just the nature of life. And that's for a fact. Because we always say that if wishes were horses, beggars would ride on them. Because we all have very many things that we desire. And we have things that we have really hoped for in relation to durations, and we have set limits and such like. And the fact of life is that things will never fall into place like we desire. Yes. And this is something that we need to live with. At times that what you desire and you really are trying to actualize, it may not work. That's the truth about life. Whether you're in whichever age, that is a fact. Because most of the times we have expectations because of maybe comparison. We have expectations because of the set nature of life, that you know what, by 30 I need to be married, I need to be having so and so children, I need to have built myself a house, I need to be having a good car, there are things that we expect with life, but at times life will not work as we think, or maybe as we purposed, or maybe as we aspired. So that is one thing, that a lesson that I've carried through, that life will not always work like I've desired or like I have really anticipated. So this is something that we need to carry along in our life, that life will really work as per our expectation. And maybe another good lesson that I can see is that God's timing is better and it's best than our own. And most of the times that we feel like it is taking too long, but it's just because it's in God's timing, and it's always the best compared to ours. Because I may feel like according to my desire and according to how I want my life to be, I need to have achieved things at a certain given age, and God knows that that is not the best timing for me. So a lesson that I've learned and I'm carrying through my years to come is that God's timing is best, and it's always the best than ours. We'll have our timings, we'll have timelines that we want things to be done at that time, but at times they may not work. Why can't we train ourselves to go as per God's timing? Because actually it's the best. Ours might be better, but it's best. So don't be there trying to force issues, trying to force marriage just because you want to get married maybe at a certain age, trying to force getting children just because you had told yourself that you want to get children at a certain time, maybe trying to live a certain kind of life. You want to be beyond your means. You want to build a house just because you had told yourself that you build a house at a certain age. No. That might not be the best timing. So if at all you work in your own timings, you struggle, you strain, you'll be depressed and such like. So to have an easy life, go as per God's timing. And maybe that is, your peace is more valuable than praising other people. If at all you've not realized things in life, that your peace comes as number one, and your peace should always be your first consideration. Most of the times, especially in our 20s, we are after pleasing people. We are after doing things that people would love us do. Maybe it's our family, maybe it's our parents, maybe it's our friends. You are in situations and you're in points where you're not happy. Your peace isn't there. You should get to realize that peace, your own peace, should be number one thing. Everything else should follow. Don't be there pleasing people, doing things that you feel completely you're not happy about. They are not giving you peace. They are not like even making you feel like you're living the life you want to live. So if in case you're still pleasing people, in case you're still doing things to like actualize the expectation of people, please don't. Yes, peace comes with freedom. Freedom to do whatever feels right in accordance to your mind, in accordance to your principles, in accordance to the things you affirm. So let your peace be number one. Don't be in a circle of friends who you feel you're pleasing. Maybe financially you're not in that range. Maybe in your kind of conduct, those are not the people you should be maybe going along with, but you're just there to please them. Maybe at times you get yourself doing things because you want to please your family members. After all, it's your life. So that is another lesson that I've gotten to learn, that your peace should always come as number one. Pleasing people and maybe getting to think of what people say, what people think about you, what will people maybe judge and such like, that one should always come as number 2, 3. And if possible, even don't have them. The only thing that should come as number one and the most important is, what is my heart feeling? What do I want? You want to date a certain person and you're like, what will my friends say? What if at all that is the person you love? Go with it. You want maybe to make a certain step in life and you are like feeling, what if my parents would be happy? What if my family members? What if? No, your peace should always be number one. That is something that I'm carrying along in the years to come. I'll do what is pleasing me. I'll leave people who I wish. I'll just leave people if at all I feel they're not making value to me, and I'll choose my peace. If at all I'm in a place and I feel it's becoming toxic, I'll leave because my peace comes number one. Even in employment, you will not be there staying in a place where you feel in one way or another it's draining you mentally. There are so many places you can work there out. So don't stay in a place and in one way or another it's not adding any value to your peace. It may be giving you money, yes, but your peace should always come as number one. Because actually, if at all you want to live your best life, be at peace. You make decisions wisely. You actually even live with freedom, because in one or another, your mind is not tied up to certain things, certain people, you live a very free life. You'll always be growing. You'll always be happy because you're living what your heart wants. You're not being forced. You're not like hiding to like hide some of the things that you don't want them to be seen. So that is one thing that also I've learned and I'm carrying along in the coming years. And maybe something else, learn to let go of people. Don't carry baggages of people. Some people come into your life for a certain season and then they go. It's not everyone who comes to your life that you should always carry them along in each and everything that you do. If someone steps into your life, they even come into your circle, you share moments, and maybe it comes to a time and you feel completely things are not getting along. Just allow them to be okay within yourself, to just let go. And you should always know that it's not everyone that is meant to be in your life all along. Some will come and go, some will come and stick. Don't be like so confined in forcing things, forcing relationships, forcing people to be in your life. No, if at all they want to go, let them be. You better be alone, other than having baggages of people who are just draining you and they're never there for you. So as you get to advance in age, one thing that you should always know is that not everyone is meant to be in your life. Some are meant to come and go. Yes, however good they were to you, learn to let go. This goes even to normal friendships. It goes even to have relationships. Yes, those exes that you left, just learn to let them go. Forget about them. They might have been so good, but maybe they were not meant for you. They were just there for a certain duration of time to just make life progress. So just know that it's not everyone who is meant to be in your life entirely. People come and go. So when they go, let them go and pick others as we move. no looking back. The ones who left, let them go. Let them go. They might be good, but at this point they might not be good, because maybe they have chosen other things and they have chosen other people. So if you stick there and begging and maybe pleading and maybe simping, you'll find yourself denying yourself a lot of peace. There are other good people there waiting for you. So always know to let go. And another thing that I really learned is that healing takes time. It's not a one-day moment. Healing is very broad. And in life, you have to have things that will break you. That's a must. And it's very important to always give yourself time to heal. There are so many things that break us, and there are so many things that we deserve to heal from. Some are even childhood traumas. Some are breakups from friends, breakups from love partners. Some are even life issues. At times you go through something, and at times you get to undergo a certain issue in life, and it gets to break you. Always give yourself time to heal. And if at all you want a simple life and a good life, always give yourself time to heal. We are never generous on ourselves. You see, the moment you get injured somewhere, that wound takes time before it heals completely. A scar might remain, but at least it gets to a point that that place no longer hurts you. So the same way, always give yourself time to heal. Before you add yourself another baggage, ensure that you have healed from the first one. Maybe it's a love relationship. Before you get to move on, ensure you have healed from the first relationship. One of the many things that at times they are bringing breakages and even divorces and such at times you are getting to move on when we have not healed from the first relationship we had. Always give yourself time to heal, and we heal differently. At times maybe you have lost someone through death. Give yourself time to heal, and heal your own way to a point you feel that you are completely healed. At times maybe there's something you have lost in life. At times we lose so many things. Give yourself time to heal. Be gentle to yourself. It's always good to give healing its place in your life. Don't be so hard, especially even to our men. Men at times they pretend to be so hard that there's nothing that breaks them. My dear friend, give yourself some time to heal. Nurse those wounds. Here outside, you don't expect that we'll nurse your wounds. Some which you even don't know them. You're the one who knows the wounds you have. Heal them, nurse them. Always take time to evaluate yourself. And I'm I went through this. Have I healed? I went through this. Have I healed? In this and this. What amount of time do I need to heal? Yes, give yourself time to heal. It's not an instant thing. You just jump and you're I think I've now healed. No. Give yourself time. Be gentle to yourself, because here outside there is no one who knows better whatever you've gone through, whatever you're feeling. You know yourself better. So as you get to advance in age, realize that you're no longer young, and it's a time that you need yourself. You need your sane you. And at times, it's the baggages of the things we're carrying, they make us even not to be productive in life. You feel your mind is always so much carried away. You get to see something and you get emotional just because you have a lot of things that you haven't healed. If at all it deserves even you going for a therapist, if it deserves you maybe looking for someone who you can open up to and they walk you through, do whatever you can, but allow yourself to heal. Healing is very important, and you should always make it a paramount thing, especially when you are getting to ages where we are even bringing up children. And you're even accommodating a love partner into your life. At times if you have not healed from something, you end up maybe oozing that pain to other people just because you have things that are eating you up. You talk to people rudely, you talk to people with certain emotions and such just because you have a lot that is in you and you're not giving yourself time to heal. So to have healthy relationships at these advanced ages, you have to allow yourself to heal, because it's whatever that is in you, you take to other people. The moment you are happy within you and you feel whatever is inside you is happiness, that is what you'll give to people. So at times, you talk to someone and the kind of response they give you, you're don't judge them. It's because they have a lot of unhealed wounds within them. And if at all you don't nurse them, you yourself personally, here out, there's no one who will nurse your wounds. You'll be having a relationship, they break. You'll be having a very poor relationship with your children because you never take time to understand them, because you have your own things that are bugging you. You always be there outside. You don't want to go home to your children because you feel like they are nagging you. And the issue is not the children, the issue is you. You have unhealed wounds, you have unasked wounds, you have things you need to like sit down and you table them out, you personally. So that is another lesson that I've really learned in my growing up. And maybe something else, financial discipline is very, very much important than even earning a lot of money. Yes, you might be earning a little, but the discipline you have financially will determine maybe the steps and even maybe the things, the investment and such like you'll have in life. You might be there struggling, and not just because you don't earn good money, only that you don't have discipline. Yes, you know, as you get to 30, we always say that you've gotten to an age where you don't need to be telling people that, you know what, I came from a humble background. From 30, my dear friend, you are now the background. You've now started building up a background for your children. So it's not a time of just having financial decisions that are just random. You have to be disciplined, because with the little you are earning, it can determine maybe the good life you live. Have you ever realized one thing that we always say? Money is good, because at times, have you ever realized when you have money and when you don't have money, your mind, there is a way it functions. Especially myself, I always know myself. When I don't have money, actually at times I even don't even find value in conversation. You'll be talking to me and I'm like, why are you giving me all these stories? Do you know I don't have money? I'm like, the thing is always screaming on me. Do you know what? You don't have money. You where will you get money? There's that thing that always keeps on disturbing you when at times you have set things that you need to do. They need money. You don't have the money. You're always unsettled. So at times when you have a financial discipline, it gives you that peace. You are always calm because your things are working. So one thing that I would like you to learn as you get to exit your 20s, get into 30s, and that is something that I'm working in with, that financial discipline is way much important than even the earnings you have. The little or maybe the much you have discipline about it. This is no longer an age of just using money anyhow. Yes, have some money for miscellaneous, and when you feel that you have gotten to a certain age, maybe your miscellaneous for a month is 10,000. If at all it's on date 20 and you have already spent 10,000 on miscellaneous, just know that the remaining 10 other days, there is no money that should be used in miscellaneous. Having such set things that in a month, there's a certain amount that I should spend on a certain thing. There's a certain amount that I should save. And this is compulsory, whether comes what. Even if someone comes begging me for money, my money is already settled that this 5,000 goes to savings. And even if you come saying, I don't know what happened, the 5,000 is as much as used. You see, like I paid my rent, this amount went to saving, and it's done. And when you have such kind of disciplines, you get to realize your life starts settling bit by bit. So if you get into this age, just realize that it's not just a matter of utilizing money anyhow. Do you have somewhere where, do you know maybe the kind of expenses you have in a month? Do you have a range? Or there is a time you'll be like, it's a month and you have spent, I don't know, outrageous numbers, and maybe such like, for you to have some stability, we have to like learn on financial discipline. Not that I'm there, I'm also really trying as much as possible to have my financial discipline, especially in a time like this when I'm in self-employment. Like, I'm not waiting for a certain set of salary by the end month. I have to be like, what to do and what not to do, the what nots and the whats, because at times I don't want to be like the struggles I had in my 20s of financial indiscipline. At times you have made a decision that is so long, it have consumed your entire money, and then in the last few months you just there struggling and straining. No, those are things that I don't want to go back to. So make these resolutions together with me, having a very good financial discipline. If it means you get even Nowadays there are so many places online you can go and you'll be accounting for how you utilize your money and such like, and maybe in a span of 2-3 months you'll be able to be like knowing, in the house I use this kind of amount of money, I pay these, maybe I use this on transport, I use this on black tax, I use this on, maybe there's support I give to my parents, these I give to the needy, there's a certain percentage that goes maybe that way. You need to be aware by now. In a month, how much do you use for shopping? In a month, how much do you use maybe for just entertainment, making yourself happy? Because also it's also important. It's always good to have that part, because we live once and life is for the living. Yes, have maybe after 3 months, or maybe after your set period of time, 2 months or maybe 1 month, at least you go somewhere, just you go have fun, you eat some meal there out. Yes, you go eat that choma and such like, and even have time for your friends, cause it's also very important. So financial discipline is also very important. And another thing that is also very key is taking care of your health. Health is paramount, and health is everything. And at times we like neglect taking care of our health when we are young. And we like feel we need now to take care of our health when we have gotten to 40s and 50s. And at times, train yourself as young as you are to take care of your health. Yes. Eat properly. If it's possible, do exercise. Take care of your health. Don't just be there. You feel you're getting to some weights that are ramming and you're so okay. You're waiting when a certain age comes and you start having struggles because of you are overweight and such like. Yes. Take care of your health, my dear friends. Yes, it's always good to know maybe you are adding weight. Is it because of poor eating? Is it because of you should get to know about your health. And at times, if it's possible, visit these, be scanned. Even nowadays we are realizing that at times you'll be having things like cancer and you don't know. You will realize when it's in a very advanced stage, when maybe it cannot even be cured, just because we no longer take care of our health. If it's possible and if you're able, go to the hospital, get scanned, let them get to check you. If at all you feel some type of way, maybe your head, maybe anywhere, any part of your body, don't just ignore. Taking care of your health is very important. And you should always take it as your responsibility, as young as you are. You may think you're young and healthy, but at times there are things that will come to disturb you in older ages just because you never took care of your youth. So take care of yourself, the things you eat. Don't just consume anything just because you are young and you feel it can go well with your health. No, train yourself to eat well. Eat balanced diet. Eat food with lots of lavages or maybe things that will better your immune. If it's blood, ensure that you're eating food that will give you, so that even when you get sick, you at times get well better, because you always eat the best foods. Not at any time you're sick, you given so many supplements because your body is weak, you just eat on chips and such like, your work is just chips, choma, KFC, such like. No, just because you're young and you're lazy, you don't want to cook, you just eat on the roads. No, take care of yourself. It's very important. Train yourself to eat healthy. If it's possible, even if at least a meal you eat at home, because at home you always ensure that you eat some balanced food. Eat fruits. Yes, train yourself to always drink water. Stay hydrated. If it's possible, you can always have some time, go be checked up. Let the doctor tell you that you should add this and this on your health and such like, especially for men. You know, women, they get to a certain age and you start childbearing and such like, and every time you're pregnant, you'll be checked, maybe your blood work and all those things, you always be checked and you'll be having supplements and such like. But for men, they just go to hospital when they are completely sick, to a point they are even bedridden. That is when they will be like, hey, anyway, I need to go to hospital. No, let's love ourselves. Let's take care of our health. Yes, it should be your personal initiative to ensure that your health is okay. And it's you to take yourself to the hospital. As I said, we are no longer under the care of our parents. You know, there's that transition that comes that now when things happen, it's no longer your mom to tell you, you know what? No, it's now to make the decision yourself. Yes, you need to go for checkups. You need to be checked. You need to ensure that you're taking care of yourself. So eat well, stay hydrated, eat fruits, eat those, you see those things that we always thought that they get to add your hemoglobin and such, like, yeah, always. As you do research on other things, also research on such things. Those maybe things that you can add to your food, and maybe they give you nutrition and such, like, yes, always Google on such things, because the health is yours, and there's nothing that is very important like health. Because if after you have ever stayed with someone who is sick, and you get to see the struggles and the discomfort they go through, or even that one time you ever got sick, those 2 or 3 days, and you can imagine how life was, you can get to imagine how health is important. So take care of yourself. Health starts with you. So remember that. We are now getting to ages where health is something that is a necessity to be taken care of. And maybe something else is about failure. Failure is one of your best teacher. Don't feel bad that you failed. Because as I said earlier on, in my 20s, I've made so many. I've failed so many times. And I don't feel quite sad about the failures I've made. Because in one way or another, they have taught me a lot. You fail business-wise. You fail financially. You fail in your relation, family-wise. You fail maybe academically. You fail, yes, failures are there, even in relationship, marriage and such, like, yes, I know we have failed. And when you take those failures as your teachers to mold you and even to like take you through the coming years, you always live a good life, because you don't repeat the mistakes or the failures you did. At the moment you don't realize that I failed, and I'm like trying my best not to go back to the same failure, you might end up repeating it. So identify the things you failed on and strive and try as much as possible not to like repeat the same. And even we always say that kosa si kosa, kosa ni kurudia. Yes, there's a Swahili proverb that goes like that, that failing is not the issue. Repeating the failure is the issue. So every failure that you have had in the past, take it as a teacher. It like taught you, because you know what you did, you know what led to what you did, you know the outcome. So from all that, you know, by doing this, you know very well you'll fail, because you did it and it failed. So this time you know where to perfect, what not to do, to which extent not to go, because you don't want to go back to the first failure. So always take failure as a teacher and let it teach you and not reteach you again. Don't repeat the same failure to be taught again. So learn from your mistakes, learn from your past failures. The failures you've made in your 20s, don't repeat them in your 30s or maybe in your coming years. Let them be the best teacher you had, and from there you pick from the lessons you got and you make life advancements. So don't feel sad about failing. Don't feel sad about that marriage that you started and it broke. Don't feel sad that you got out of that marriage with children because it didn't work. Don't feel that you never succeeded academically as you aspired. Don't feel you started businesses and they didn't work. Don't feel you went to employment and you came out maybe with nothing. Don't feel sad about anything. It's in the past. All that you can do is learn about it, not carrying it as a baggage. All you can do is like running from the lessons and moving forward. And maybe last but not least is about comparison. Comparison steals your joy. Yes. One thing that we do in growing up, we compare ourselves a lot. Because there's social media, people are always flaunting and even posting their lives and all that. And one thing I'll always tell you, people post what they want you to see. What I don't want you guys to see, I'll never post it. I'll always post what I want you to see about me. So there's an entire percentage of my life that I don't post because I don't want you to see about it. So don't compare yourself with so and so because you saw what happened to their life, or maybe because you concluded campus together, maybe you finished high school together, and you feel like you're not moving or your life is not continuing because you have not attained this and they have attained, you have not gotten to this. No. Comparison, the only thing it does, it steals your joy. Learn to be contented with whatever you have. Small, big, learn to be contented. You see your friends, they have all gotten married and you're not. and you feel you always compare yourself. Do you know so and so? No, they have children you don't have. They have big cars you don't have. Some they have built houses you don't have. Yes, there are people who are building their houses with 20s, and there is you who will build in your 40. And it's okay. That is life. Stop comparing yourself, because all you're doing is destroying joy within you. We always say it's good to like be encouraged and even be motivated by people, but don't compare yourself with them. Our stories are different. You never know where I've come from. There are some people, when they get their salary, a good share goes back at home because they have parents they are taking care of, they have their siblings they are taking care of. And then there is you, when you get your salary, you actually have backup from the family. You have a monthly backup that comes from your family. So you come and add it up into your salary, and it becomes more. Maybe even wherever you are living, you don't pay rent. Maybe you living in your mom's or in your dad's apartment, and your money will all go to investment. What will make you not build your house when you're young, and me, I built in my 40? And just because I'm comparing myself with you, because we finished college together, we can never be the same. Yes. There are some people who have very many responsibilities. And as much, even if you're working in the same workplace, we are being paid the same salary. Our lives can never be the same. There are some people who will be able to buy cars, live in good apartments, and then there is you, who you stay in your small car space just because you know the baggages you carry. And it's okay. Taking care of your family is nothing bad with that. At times you want first to make your home better before you build yourself, and it's very okay. So don't be there comparing your life and feeling yourself like a failure because the people you were working with, or maybe your colleagues and such, like, they have done so many big things. We can never be the same. We don't come from the same places. We have not been brought up the same way. We can never be the same. Whatever works for you might not work for me. Whatever you achieve at a certain age, you might not achieve, and it's okay. So always learn that whatever comparison will do is just stealing your joy. Be motivated, but work to your limits. Don't overburden yourself with loans because you want to fit a certain class. Don't overburden yourselves with maybe at times you'll be overworking yourself because you want to fit in so and so class. No, just live a comfortable life. You know, there are some people at times they are never resting. You are into this, you are into this, you are into this. You never even have a minute for yourself just because you want to fit in a certain class of people. No, this life, we are not promised that you will live it for so long. The time you have now, you know, we used to say when you were young, when I grow up, my dear friend, you're in your 30s, just know you have grown up. We are no longer in that age of saying that when I grow up, I'll do this and this. You had promised yourself that when you grow up, you'll tour the country. You don't even live in Nairobi. You even don't go past here. At least even go to Nakuru and get to see several lakes and such like. Go places. These responsibilities you have, they will not come to an end. At times, this thing of growing up, you are already grown ups. There's a time I was telling my sister, you know those things that we always said that we'll do when you are grown ups. If you are not doing them now, imagine you are failing yourself. So balance your life. Don't like be on the rush to like fitting in the league of your friends and your colleagues, and you forget to have your own life. Have life, travel. Yes, at times, just go to the airport, book a flight, go to a place that you want. Bolaki, you can afford it, yes, and don't regret and feel bad about it. Just because you don't have a car, now you not even go for a trip somewhere. Just because maybe you are living in rentals, now you cannot even pay a flight and go somewhere. My dear girl, my dear brother, go. Yes, go. We are now grown-ups. We are not growing up in any other way. We are now the grown-ups. Anything that you anticipated to do when you have grown up, do it now. You're in your 30s, my dear, now you are grown up. Do it. Do it now. And maybe the last thing that I would like to talk about as a lesson that I've learned so far is about gratitude and contentment. They change your perspective of life. Yes. Learn to be grateful. Learn to be contented. You cannot have it all. But the moment you are contented with what you have, it changes a lot within you. It gives you a very different perspective about yourself. So be thankful to God. Be thankful to people around you. Live a life of gratitude that you always feel you have it all. You always like be feeling, yes, I might not be wherever I want to be, but at least I'm contented. Even the Bible tells us that contentment and godliness, you know, you cannot just decide to be contented. It takes a lot of God's grace. Yes. In whatever you have, in whatever you praise you are at, learn to be contented. Contentment will always help you in so many things. It's by being contented, you are even able to trust and to hope in God. Because one thing, you have accepted the situation at hand and you're okay with it, and you're hoping and trusting and praying God to like do wonders and such like. So learn to live a life of gratefulness. Whatever little thing you get in life, be grateful about it. Appreciate yourself for the little things that you do to yourself. At times, those small wins, be grateful about them. Yes, be contented about the little that you have. You may see other people, they have quite a lot, but take a minute and be grateful for what you have. You are healthy. You're in good health. You are alive. Maybe you have a job. It might not be well paying, but you have it. You have a business. It may not be doing so well compared to other people that you know, but at least you have it. That little thing that you have, be grateful and contented about it. And when you learn that aspect of gratitude, you feel rich and you feel full of life. You feel full of everything just because you get to identify the small things that you have. You know, at times we fail to be grateful because we feel there's a lot that we are missing, and we forget the things that we have personally. And if you like even look back in the past years, you get to evaluate yourself, the things you've tried and things you have achieved, the things that God have taken you through. You just need to be grateful to God. Personally, I am. In everything that I've been through, I'm really grateful to God. In every small achievement that I've made, I'm really grateful to God because it has taken His hand and His worthiness. And it's by that I become sober within myself, and I'm like, if God has done for me this, what can He do for me if I trust on Him more? It's from gratitude you become hopeful. It's by gratitude you become prayerful because you've seen the steps God has taken you through. If at all you're not grateful at times, you never see the doings of the Lord. You never see even what people are doing to you, because at times you're never grateful to your siblings. You're never grateful to your parents. You're never grateful to anyone. You never feel that there's anything that people do to you. Always remember, if something good is done to you, remember to say thank you. If someone extends a hand to you, say thank you. Because at times, it's by that point of gratefulness, even you get to have abundance of more and more. Because at least you appreciate the little that you have. We even read stories in the Bible where people, there were those men that were healed, and it's only one who remembered to go back and say thank you. It's always good to say thank you. Thank you to God. Thank you to people around you. Having that heart of gratefulness, it adds to a lot of blessings, and it gives you hope, and it gives you like that openness because you have identified what you have. So one thing that I would like you to step into the next step of life you're getting to, be contented and be grateful of the little you have. I think those are the 10 major lessons that I can say that I've learned, and maybe to love it all, this one is paramount. It's not even a choice or something. Know the praise of God in your life. Yes, and let God stay in His praise in your life. It's by you understanding His praise and allowing Him to sit in His praise. This one will take you to miles and miles away. Because at times, we understand what God can do, but we don't understand what He can do to us. And it's by when I understand what God can do to me, I welcome Him personally and I give Him a praise. That in my life, I would always know that there are those things that I just don't do. I leave them to God. He is the one to direct me, to lead me, to order me, to protect, to guide, and such like. Have gone in your praise. This is the most of it all. It like covers them other all. There is the 10, and then the covering is God. Yes, without God, we cannot make it. You cannot. When we are young, we used to be told there is a time that will come and you'll know what it means to have God as your personal savior. Like having God as yours. You know, there is a different, we always say that the God of Jacob, God of Abraham, now God of Leah. Yes, I'm at that age that now I know the God of Leah. Not the God of my mother, not the God of my father, not the God of my grandmother. Yes, I know them, but I've now gotten to an age that I have the God of Leah, and I know what the God of Leah can do. Have the same in your life. The God of you now. Always know that I've seen God do this to my grandmother. Like we usually read in the Bible, He was saying that the God who was with my grandmother, with my mother. Yes, you have seen. And now it's a time now to start creating a generation that my children will also be like the God of my mother. Yes. Now it's you to have God of you. And you cannot just say God of you and you never give him opportunity to do it for you. You never give him opportunity to showcase himself into your life. I have known God of my mother because I've seen the battles he has fought for her. I've seen her pray. I've seen her wait on that God, and I've seen God do to him. I can say a God of my father because I've seen God who have delivered my father, God who have seen my dad through, and I can see the God that way. You cannot see, we say God of Jacob, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, because we read stories. We have read stories because we read stories that they went a journey with God. You have to have a journey with you, God, so that people can I want the God of you. You have to have a journey with God, and it's not an easy journey. Yes, at times spending and having a journey with God will not be easy, because at times the things he'll take you through, you'll not like them, they will be hard. At times getting out of them, it will not be easy. So in the making of having a God of yourself, it will not be easy. That is for a fact. But it is in those, but it is in that making testimonies will be seen, and that's where we will refer that there is a God who fights for so and so, because we have seen, we have witnessed, and we'll be saying, I also want that God of Leah. That is who I want. So that is where I'll leave you at. Have a God of yourself. You're at that age that you're bringing a generation who will be, a generation of people who will be remembering the God of so and so. That time you'll be a mother, a grandmother, and a great grandmother. They will be living under your covering, because there is a God that you walked a journey with, and they witnessed, and they can testify of the things that he did for you. And that's it for today. Until next time, bye bye. Love you.